Can you put bait at a big rock and attract animals? We gave it a try in our last video, and here's what's going on. The answer is yes. Well, Lily and I are still at it here. We are just having a blast checking out what's going on the trap line. He can't wait to get back in. He likes to see what's in the back right away. What's in the back? Well, today it's a beaver. This was a nuisance control beaver. So had it in the freezer. It's hard as a rock right now. But we're gonna use this on our rock set. We made a Labatsky rock set. I just call it that because my first teacher taught me it, but I'm sure other people have done it before then. And it's basically getting some bait under a big rock with some vent holes and seeing what comes by. So check these videos out. This is pretty cool. Right away we got possums, skunks, and raccoons. But then soon after that, the coyotes started coming. And what I love about watching right now is that you can see in a couple of places where I have these baited areas, the coyotes are coming in very nervous, very tentative, not even touching the free bait, to transitioning to very comfortable, stopping by, you know, looking very relaxed, putting their feet in all kinds of different places, and taking a pee on the rock. You know, it's just like so cool that we set up a new target spot. So I was also saying that they're going to get the bait. At least in this one video, you can see the coyote walking away with a beaver foot, or maybe one of the sunfish I put in there. We're going to try to get a foot off of this frozen beaver and put it in there. So we can see they dug it out pretty good. That raccoon ran off with the fish for sure. And this is getting a lot of raccoon action because of the fish. But we're going to put some more beaver feed in here. It is so easy to get to. I'm gonna actually dig a little bit and make it a little bit harder. Bury now that they know stuff is here. Solid frozen. Just a little guy, little front foot. Don't touch. We buried that one. And we're gonna just put the rock back. Nice big rock. Cool. All right, that won't be too easy to get to, so that'll keep them busy. We'll see how long, right, Willie? And then we're going to put the whole body of the beaver on our bobcat walkthrough where we have been putting groundhogs. Right now it's a beautiful day and I'm sitting in the brush here in a really tight spot. I'll give you a look at it here. Yeah, my bike is out there and I'm on this little trail. Have to crawl in here, and right behind me we can see it's a nice trail. So I put a camera up right over here, and in this spot I was hoping to see some predators coming through, but I haven't. I just am catching deer and raccoons. It's a heavy raccoon trail. So I'll probably set this for raccoons, but I'm gonna move this camera to another spot that I've seen bobcats and coyotes in before that I just wanna monitor again. And check out this one buck who came through. The camera's really low and he had to duck pretty good to get through here, but he noticed the camera and got kind of freaked out. But that's pretty cool. Probably like 5 or 6 bucks in here of all different sizes, maybe even more than that. And this is like a 200-acre area. I hiked up in the woods behind where I just had to crawl in where that camera was, just out of the edge of the field. And I feel like this is potentially a good spot up here. So you can see in this camera that I moved onto this ridge trail, the deer hanging out there. They were beautiful, just hanging out in front of the camera. But the raccoons are coming through on that trail. I could see it was a heavily used trail. Here's a raccoon with a hurt front foot. Looks like he got hurt, so he's kind of limping his way through. Hopefully we catch that guy this year and stop his suffering. Coyotes still. If I don't catch coyotes on this property this season, I'm doing something wrong, because it is crawling with coyotes. And here's some more pictures of where we put that beaver down under the wire and cabled them down. Finally, we see the red foxes coming in. I've been missing them. You know what? I'm seeing the red foxes near the homes and in my backyard. Here's the red fox that's hanging around near my house. But out here on the farm and more of in the bush, and it seems like the coyotes are in control and the foxes are moving around kind of nervously. I don't know if that's true. And the bait rock has still got the raccoons coming out. It has that little beaver foot under it. It's October 2nd, and it is so beautiful out here on the farm. We can see the Catskills in the distance. And yeah, watching the sun going down. Just going behind the trees there. Yeah, so beautiful. So grateful to be able to get out here and trap. Willie's watching for stuff moving in the brush. You see something in there, Willie? You know, I think I heard something on the other side here. Let's just take a look. See if he's got some spidey senses. Oh yeah, look at this. That's a little bit in the distance, but got something out here. Some does, I think. I'm riding along on my e-bike, and I struck gold right there. All right, I got some bobcat bait. He's going in my bag. We gotta take what's for free. All right, that find is going into the trapping freezer for later, which is too full at this time of year. We got all our beaver meat in there for Fisher, though. Do you ever notice when people send in their deer camera pictures of bobcats walking through the woods, they often have squirrels in their mouth? Yeah, I think squirrels is a big diet of bobcats. And there's some videos where guys are sitting in their deer stand and they're watching the bobcat chase a squirrel up a tree. So yeah, we're gonna take that squirrel and we're gonna use them for some bobcat sets. Checking out some new trails. Check this out. Right here, coming over the fence and through here. I would say that's a pretty heavy deer trail, but we are on a pond here. It's old farm retaining pond. And right over here is a pinch point, and that's always what we're looking for. We're looking for where the animals are getting pinched down into one spot. And this is definitely it. Because over here, there's water. Over here, there's a fence. And I am going to put a camera here. And also we can see all sorts of traffic of things going in and out of the water. You know, that could be geese and stuff, but very cool. I just heard something behind me. All right, yeah, so we're gonna get a camera on this spot. You guys ever go driving around and then like you're looking out at the landscape and you're picking trap locations? I do it all the time. Like, actually, since I was a kid, I'm always looking out at the landscape and looking for animals. And now it's all about trap locations. If you're like me, even on your own line, you're always second guessing yourself and trying to figure it out. And so on the next episode of Trapper Snore, we have a special guest, someone who, you know, is pretty good at this. And I think everybody knows his name in North America, maybe even the world, when it comes to trapping. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about the best trap locations on a property. So I hope you can join me for that one. And until then, remember, Trapper Snore, sustainable, natural, organic, and renewable resource.